Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Igzo, Aibo.
Shotaro, what are you doing?
Akiko, I'm trying to solve a case.
Yes. You're supposed to be working a case, not showing off. What is that? Is that a Gaia or is that your USB?
Ow, that's my double driver. I'm trying to fight a Dopan related crime.
Oh,
The city has cried way too much. It is my duty as the hard-boiled detective to stop its crying and bring it to justice.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. As you may figure it out, we are actually doing something a little bit different than usual. No, we're not doing Kamen Rider Revise today, but we are going to do it on Saturday, though. We are doing a brand new show on Crunchyroll called Fuuto P.I, which is a spin-off of Kamen Rider W. It is a season of Kamen Rider from 2009, and it takes place sometime after the events of the Excel movie
And
from VCNX series. For those of you who don't know anything about Kamen Rider W, watch our review of Kamen Rider Saber episode 21.
And this is also based off the manga that sadly hasn't been English translated, but
Nope.
It's still beautiful.
Yes, and of course, as you all know, I am TimeRider Zero, and with me is a new Aibo for this
Rider
specific series. Yeah, Jen Pink, that's right. Pinku, Joker, Maximum Drive. Okay, we've had our fun. But yes, we're doing the first episode of Fuuto P.I this week, and that episode is Beware of T, the man who loved a witch. And I'm pretty sure episode 2 is going to be called Beware of T, something, something, something.
No, I'm going to say it. I think episode 2 is the man who no longer loves the witch.
yeah. Or the man who got ripped off by a witch again.
Oh, the man who never got his money back.
Or his backpack.
I mean, $250,000 yen is a lot, and the fact that this guy was like, "You can keep the money."
No. I mean, that's almost $3,000, but still,
That's a lot!
$3,000 is still a lot of money. But yes, in Japanese, it does sound like it is even more money.
Monet.
Yeah. No, actually, it was even funnier. The joke was even funnier in Lupin Ranger, where it's like, oh, $1 million. That's actually 100 million yen. What? 100 million yen? Yeah, you gotta love exchange rates. But yes, for those of you who don't know, Kamen Rider W is a series with a unique twist on our usual Kamen Rider character, where instead of having one hero become one superhero, you have two people combined together to become one double superhero.
Oh, I like how we synchronize that together.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, and you know, one thing I loved about this first episode is it does a good job getting audiences who have never watched Kamen Rider W into the show, into like the environment, without having to watch the actual show. Yeah, because I know a lot of people who watched the show, like when it premiered this Sunday on Crunchyroll, probably never seen W. By the way, Tokusatsu, just saying, this, like, as much as I would want you to do an Agito DVD release, I think W is the best choice right now.
Please.
Get people caught up on the first 49 episodes and 2 movies and 2 VCNX movies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You gotta love that. You know, you got a sequel and a prequel all rolled up into one double feature. But yes, so the anime starts off the same way the show does, with Shotaro witnessing his mentor get killed, shot in the back, and then he teams up with an amnesiac named Philip, where they combine into Kamen Rider Double, or W, because the Japanese word for double and W are pronounced the same way. Double.
Yeah. And on top of that, what I really like about so like as somebody who has never really I'm not gonna lie, I did watch Kamen Rider W, like the first episode. But for somebody who is an anime lover and has never really seen all of Kamen Rider except for Kamen Rider W, I will say this. It does a good job. Like the first 30-second opening was so beautiful, like the action scenes and everything. And what I really like about it is like they give you a little really, really, you know how in the Gaia Memories, right? The USB that we were talking about earlier, it does a good job of showing that introduction about the different colors, similar to Dino Charge. You remember the Energems, but
the Energems, yeah. Clearly they were rip-off of Gaia Memories.
No, I'm just joking.
I mean, this show came out in 2009. Just saying.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Same year as Kamen Rider Decade, so it's a double feature. So that year was a double feature for Kamen Riders.
Well, yeah, I like how they give a really quick glimpse of the Gaia Memories in the intro of Kamen Rider. Not Kamen Rider, Fuuto P.I or Fuuto P.I.
Fuuto P.I. Yes, Fuuto Private Eye or Fuuto Tante. I actually have the soundtrack from Kamen Rider W, and yes, there is a soundtrack called Tante, which means Private Eye, and of course, managing their workspace, because the owner did die in the first episode, is his daughter Akiko, which is perfectly portrayed here with her chancla. Yes, in the live action show, there is a running gag where she smacks Shotaro with a chancla. And honestly, when I was playing Memory of Heroes, I could like mentally hear her hitting Shotaro in the chancla over a phone call. Like, I know he's wherever the island is, she's still at the office, but the way she talks on the phone, I can imagine her like telepathically hitting him with her chancla.
I agree.
So like if you have PTSD memories of Abuela with her chancla, this is probably the Rider series for you. Yes, and of course Shotaro, being the hard-boiled detective that he is, allegedly, he encounters a witch, or so she claims, and she is very elusive.
Or should I say sexy?
Yes. She is Shotaro's type.
Oh my god. Anyway.
So what did you think about the first intro to this new character?
Okay, intro to which one? The ghost, Tokime, or
the witch.
Okay, so Tokime. So I will say this, she's cute, but the boob.
Yeah, that was kind of random.
I mean, okay, I know they're trying to attract anime fans, but I'm like,
she already has an unbuttoned jeans, like lowrider jeans.
And then, like, not only that, that awkward scene where she's taking a shower on the fountain, like, come on.
And yet, Shotaro has decency to like look away.
Come on.
Yeah. Yes.
Don't get me wrong. I love her character. I'm not mad. I'm not offended or anything. I think it's cute. I don't care. Some people might get mad, but I think it's cute. I just think it's just so funny because like how the detail. You know what I mean?
I mean, to be fair, in the live action show, there is one scene. I won't say which episode. But there's one scene where a male character has a scene of brief nudity. So it's like, for all you lady lovers out there, this is kind of like your turn to get eye candy, as opposed to like the guy lovers in the live action version.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, it's kind of like a reverse Cinemax. But yes, so there is a new case where a guy had an encounter with the same woman, and she stole his briefcase full of money, $3,000 American.
No, 250. I think 250,000.
280,000. Wait, so that would make it, yeah, that's about $3,000. Rounding up, of course.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It's still a lot of money. That's almost an entire month's pay for, like a teacher's salary. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. And like that could have like lasted him for a while in Japan, probably maybe like, well, bare minimum a month, but but Shotaro's on the case, and we do see a montage of him doing investigations, and we do see some characters that are familiar to the veteran viewers of this season. So we got two lovely ladies, a guy dressed in a Santa hat, and a guy with a crazy haircut. Who are they? Well, they're part of the live action cast, believe it or not. You got from right to left, you got Watcher Man with the crazy hair, Santa-chan, guess how he got his name, and you got Elizabeth and Queen, because they're kind of an idol group, and together they form Queen Elizabeth. And yes, I do have their hit song, Love Wars. Da-da-da. I don't know the lyrics, okay? But no, like the music video for it was pretty funny though. It's like W is like having a fight scene with a dopant, and then a bunch of girls like start parading across to the song. He's like, like that Pepsi commercial. The one that the boys try to recreate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into further details, but yes, it does feel nice seeing this cast like come back. Well, they're probably not voiced by the same actors, but they are the same characters, and it's nice to see all of them come back, except for Ryu, but we know he will come back later.
But like, you gotta keep this in mind for all the viewers. Kamen Rider W came out in 2009.
Yeah.
And I will say this, because it starts off with the intro with the guy. Mm-hmm. Obviously, he goes to Detective Shintaro. I'm sorry, I'm butchering his name, Shintaro. Because his fag bat stolen, and on top of that, I just think it's funny how he won't go to the police because he obviously wants to meet the woman again. Mm-hmm. I don't blame him, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't care how attractive she is. I'm going straight to the cops.
Me too.
Yeah. But yeah, and of course he does find her, but in pursuit, he ends up in this distorted version of Fuuto, and at one point, and this actually happens twice in the episode, and in the first time he finds himself inside a mob hideout completely by accident.
No, I think that was an intersection, I believe. He called it a T intersection.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that's what the T stand for?
I don't know, because you remember how the first time she ran away, there was like a T?
Yeah, there's a T. Yeah, there's a T intersection. Yeah. So do you think that that's what the T refers to in this episode? Because in past episodes of the show, the case would be the first half of the title, and I mean, if it's a 2-part episode, that means the first half of the title be there for both episodes, while the second half is for the individual episode, which is why I said episode 2 is going to be called Beware of T, something, dark side. So like, for example,
hey, I like your point on that. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. I love the naming conventions for like some of the episodes of the show and like different seasons, like Kamen Rider O's would have 3 words for the title because the theme is 3 metals. So it's like the metal, the underwear, and the severed hand, just to give an example. But yeah, so another example is episode 3 of Kamen Rider W is called Don't Touch the M, How to Get to Heaven. And then episode 4 is Don't Touch the M, Play with the Joker. So, and of course, M refers to money because the dopant ability was the money memory. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, dopants are what the monsters are called. They're no ordinary humans who
I
acquire
think
Gaia memories. And
you don't need to go into that
yeah.
considering it's anime. I don't think nobody knows about that.
I mean, I think they're gonna do an exposition in the next episode. But there was a girl, an offhanded character who wasn't from the original show that did mention, oh, this city is known for people being able to buy magical powers. Obviously, that refers to the Gaia memories, where people in the black market could just like purchase Gaia memories and turn into dopants. Like, for example, like magma, T-Rex, money. And of course, there's one that turns into viruses. Well, there's one that turns into a virus, the virus dopant. So the episode is called the Vengeful V Infected Car. So I'm like, revenge? You mean like a vendetta? Dare I say it is V for vendetta? Nope, V for virus.
Okay.
but
Sticking to the topic of anime,
yeah.
the whole point is they're trying to chase the witch.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on the animation for like all these
Okay,
chases?
so like let me tell you something for all you anime freaks. They make the boys look so damn fine in this anime. Oh my god. Oh no. Philip looks fine. I will say this. My only complaint about this first episode is that I know it's a 2-part episode, but my only complaint is that the first episode, you only get Philip maybe like the ending of the scene where he comes out and then together they do the W. You know what I mean? It's obvious, but like why isn't it Philip? He hides behind you know how in the beginning he hides behind a closet, right? And then pulls out his book.
Watch the next episode to find out.
I know, but that's my only complaint. I wanted more of Philip. He to me is the hard boiled.
Is he hard boiled though? Because he's a softie.
Okay,
Look at how adorable he is.
Come on, like I'm here for
Not gonna lie though, Philip is basically a human Wikipedia, not just because he can access the Gaia library, which is all of the Earth's information in the form of a physical library in his brain, but also because like he always like his research always goes off on a random tangent if you introduce a new keyword that piques his interest. And this actually happens to Philip in the live action show where like he's like trying to research like who was terrorizing the underground tunnel, and then Akiko randomly mentions takoyaki, and then it's like takoyaki are deep fried dumplings made out of octopus, and then he spends an entire 18 hours focusing only on takoyaki.
Okay.
So like that was pretty funny.
What are your favorite scenes of this? So, because you remember, like, this is a 2-part series, right? It ends on a cliffhanger where the girl, the Tokime or witch, runs away, right? But Philip and Doc Detective are together at last, so it's obvious what's gonna happen in the second one. But like, just judge it from only the first episode. What are your thoughts on just the first episode only? Like, pretend that you're coming in so blind, like you don't know anything about Kamen Rider W. Like, if you can.
I mean, I like that they give us a lot of information to get us into this world, but not so
very quick.
But they give us, but they also like hold back just enough to keep us interested in finding out more, and the only way you do that is by tuning into the next episode this Sunday. And of course, I just appreciate, because like that's good storytelling, because like you always want to start off with a good 2-parter. I think some of the best seasons of Power Rangers were 2-parters, and in some cases, same with Kamen Rider. Not always the case, but in some cases, like for example, Power Rangers Time Force was really good because it was a 2-parter. What's it called? Galaxy Quest. no, not Galaxy Quest, but like the first two episodes of Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, the way that episode ended, where like Leo like runs through that portal and just like freeze frames, you gotta find out what happens next. And I like what they're doing here. And while yes, you do kind of need to show Kamen Rider W like in the opening clip, I'm glad they didn't show him for the rest of the episode, because it's like it needs to be like an earned sequence.
So you think it was paced perfectly fine?
Yeah, I think it was paced pretty well, especially if you consider the fact that this is a 2-part episode. Yeah, because like if you base it only on a 1-part episode, yeah, it's gonna look bad because it ends on a cliffhanger. But like that's kind of what happened with Legends of Tomorrow when they got canceled. Like it ended on a cliffhanger. And they're like, oh, yeah, we're totally not renewing this. Or worse, my name is Earl. I'm more upset about that. Like, we find out who Dodge's dad is, but then we are left with bigger questions. But so I'm glad that there actually is a second episode to this.
Okay. So if you came in blind, like for instance, you never know anything about Kamen Rider, would you say an anime person will like this? Like, pretend that you came in blind.
Oh, yeah. You know, what I've noticed about this series, like based on the animation, tone, and everything else, it feels like a perfect hybrid of 2 anime that I really like that not a lot of people seem to know exist. One is called Skullman, and the other's called Dimension W. And no, I'm not trying to tie in 2 different shows with the word W in them. But no, it's like because Skullman is a noir anime, which has like an anti-hero fighting injustice in a city, and yes, Skullman was also created by Shotaro Shinomura, the creator of Kamen Rider, and yes, Kamen Rider is actually based on Skullman loosely in design, and yes, the boss, the one who died in the first episode, is actually an homage to Skullman, believe it or not. Let's see. And of course, Dimension W. It's a fun, fast-paced anime, very colorful, about using the 4th dimension to create limitless energy, but through the use of Tesla coils. Not Tesla coils, but I forgot what they're called. And of course, the main character is a junker, and he's assisted by a girl who's like a cyborg who has like a coil attached to her chest. And yeah, so they're partners in a neo-noir series with a bunch of green lights. Wait a minute.
Overall,
Dimension W.
So overall, you're saying that it's good for an anime person.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Dimension W,
I'm trying to judge this. I'm trying to review this as a non-Kamen Rider fan. I'm trying to look at this.
Yeah, if you liked Dimension W or Skullman, you would definitely love this anime. And going in, give it his chance. You know me, I have a thing called the 6-episode rule. I give any show a chance by watching the first 6 episodes. Doesn't pique my interest by then, no obligation to finish watching it. But if it does pique my interest before 6 episodes are up, I keep watching. But yeah, so 6-episode rule. This has me peaked at first episode.
What's your favorite scene in this episode?
Oh, definitely the chase scene. Like him trying to find her, and then the way she's like running on air.
Oh yeah, I love that scene. You know what's my favorite? My favorite scene.
Which one?
Like I know it's the beginning scene, but actually no. My favorite scene is the hard. You remember how in the beginning where they showed the hard-boiled egg? I thought that was so cute.
Yeah. Oh, you mean at the end of the episode where like there's like a brief short where like a cartoon version of Akiko is like it's like hard-boiled, like, soft-boiled egg.
Yeah, I thought that was so cute. So like you know how most animes they have like a little post-credit ending where it's like it's not related to the storyline whatsoever, but it's just like an extra. What are those called again? Whatever they're.
Yeah, it's a bit of an extra, but I love it.
But I like it because you never see it on Kamen Rider W. So I just like how they did the whole eggy scene. I thought that was so cute.
Yeah, you'd have to go to Toei Toku fan club website to watch shorts like those.
I know, but I really appreciate when anime, like when an anime does something like that in addition to Kamen Rider, right?
Like the episode.
Yeah, it just takes away kind of like the
Yeah.
the seriousness of it, and plus it's cute. I love those. I wish more like because most animes they have that. They have like a little extra scene where it's just like unrelated to the storyline whatsoever, but it just adds a comedic touch.
Right. No, I agree. Yeah. And of course, like I can't wait to watch the next episode. Because because I'm curious what kind of dopant she becomes if she becomes a dopant, because for all we know there might be some like really fat dude who's like totally like ominous looking, using some kind of illusion based memory and to create the image of that girl, so you never know. That's like next level catfishing.
Okay.
Yes. So, of course, this has been our review of Fuuto P.I. Episode 1, Beware of T, the man who loved a witch. But before we go into the comments, we do need to rate the episode. So, likes, dislikes, score out of 10.
Okay. You go first or I go first?
You go first.
All right. Well, okay, as someone who has not really seen every single episode of Kamen Rider, and I'm more of an anime fan, someone who just came in like blinded. Okay, I'm gonna be admit I did watch Kamen Rider W before this because I didn't want to leave it ambiguous, but I can still say that I am more of an anime fan and I come in here blinded. I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. I really like it. I like that it's like a 2-part episode. I like the ambiguity of it. My only complaint is I wish Philip was there more often. I wish he didn't just appear towards the end. I wish he didn't hide behind the curtain with his book, but that's okay. I'm here for Team Philip. Hot anime boys makes it an 8.5 out of 10. I need to see more hot anime boys. I don't really care about Tokime, the silhouette, booby area, but overall 8.5 out of 10. I want to see this more as an average anime fan. I love the little fan service.
Yeah.
And for you?
Yeah, and for me, I give it a 9 out of 10 because I appreciate how much they put into this first episode and how much they kept out, because, you don't want to give too much away. But I also appreciate that they were able to put in everything that they did put in, and use stylish anime that again makes me feel reminiscent of shows like Skullman and Dimension W. And yes, I do enjoy watching this as someone who is a Kamen Rider W fan walking in.
See, like we both have two different perspectives.
Yeah, so like that makes it perfect. Like you are my partner. Yeah.
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 Okay. I mean, I'm reading the comments right now. I just want to say, L'Oreal, I love this comment. I'm gonna read this right now just because.
What's up, guys? Psycho Orange said.
I'm with her about yes, we here for that. We here
anime
for that.
Boys. Yeah.
Anyway, I just want to point that out.
Let's see.
Top for bottom.
So. Yeah. Top. Yeah. On. Let's see. I was coming to hear this on account of what I wanted to see. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
That's sweet. I like the art scene in the pics though.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, and also shout outs to Cody from Cody House of Geeks for making our thumbnails. Thank you so much for the hard work you did. I know we basically made you do double the work, no pun intended, because
there's a new
Kamen Rider anime. But hey, your art style is always awe-striking to see when we do these live shows. What's Kamen Rider W like? It's really fun. It's an offbeat neo-noir with goofy characters trying to be hard-boiled.
And by the way, this came out since Kamen Rider came out in W in 2009. I will give it credit. It's really nice. It's beautiful to look at because like how we compared to like how we're seeing Dino Fury, right?
Yeah.
It has that same aspect. I like the way it looks. I love the action and everything.
Yeah.
For something that was filmed in 2009, it's beautiful.
State of the art Japanese technology or
CGI.
Or Blu-ray remastery. You decide. Okay. Let's see. Sure, he ain't from anime, but Toma is my only hottie for right now. I don't know. I I think Philip might be a dead ringer for your next boo. Just saying.
Phillips the babu.
Uh,
Oh
Dino
yeah, that
Fury.
is C. No, Javi is Bay.
Yeah. Dino Fury. Don't you mean Dino Church? Wait, no. Yeah, Dino Fury. Yes,
Black
my bad.
Ranger. Oh my
Black
god.
Ranger. I almost had him confused with Ravi from the Blue
Oh.
Ranger from the previous season.
No.
Their names rhyme. Okay, well we're gonna wrap this up. So, Jen, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Jen. Oh, there's one banner for me. Nice. There's a banner. It's Instagram Jen Messina and TikTok G Messi 2.
And
Broken
of course,
Commodore working.
you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/
And he's more active
BokenKabuto.
on Twitch.
Yes, and I'm actually a lot more active on Twitch. Yes, and I am going to be doing a continuation of Shadow the Hedgehog on Saturday. So wish me luck on that. And speaking of me performing on Saturday, if you liked watching this review, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on the Morphin Network on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Please ding the bell icon because because the algorithm dopant at YouTube really likes to mess with those. And of course, if you like this, we will be coming back next week where we will review Fuuto P.I episode 2. Hey Christian, how you doing? And of course, we are also doing Kamen Rider Revice this Saturday, episode 46.
Got the work.
And hopefully the next batch of episodes from Dawn Brothers will be done soon by some of our cast members. And of course, we will be doing Dino Fury Season 2 as soon as Netflix releases the next batch of episodes. And so, yeah, we do have a lot of content here as well as interviews. And also be sure to check out our sister show, The Buttery Show, where we have recently done reviews of To Be or Not to Be and Stitch the Movie.
Find me on yesterday's podcast.
And me the day before.
Yep.
And of course, we do a lot of actor interviews on both shows. So be sure to give both of them some love. And of course, until then, guys, we'll see you soon. And until then, it's time to count up your sins. Bye, guys.
Bye.